Yo, we're going to RJ with a YouTube video. The first one, I've been saying the first one for the longest while because I've actually recorded like two, like two other videos since here, but whichever one come out first, yeah, you know, I'm here doing a YouTube video on a social experiment that I have in my head that I want to do for the next 3 years. So I'm Omar J. I am a cinematographer, a Christian, a lover of rum and all things in the wines and spirits industry, a lover of reggae, Jamaica, all of that, you see me? So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If it is that you are new to me, welcome. If you're not, big up yourself, you know what I mean? No BS today, no BS. To the point, but now stay long on the YouTube video. Zine, because it's going to be a whole heap of work just to edit it. So, you see me? So yeah, social experiment. So I have had this idea for past couple months to really and truly spend time with myself. Spend time learning about me, spend time with my passions, spend time with my talent, spend time with my friends, spend time building relationships, spend time with family, all that stuff, and documenting that process. And then hopefully what that would do is to encourage you guys to do the very same thing. Not particularly document the process, but to encourage you to invest in yourselves. You see me? I've been the kind of guy who, for the longest while, has just been going with the flow. And I still am. I still go with the flow on a regular basis. But when it comes on to long-term planning, I would run from it, or I would shy away from it, because for me, I have this. So a lot of people have a fear of failure. I have this fear of success, and they might be the same side. They might be opposite sides of the same coin. But for me, that's how I look at it, because for my entire childhood, I've been forced into positions where I've had to be a leader. I've had to be successful. I've had to achieve academic success, or I've had to do very well in whatever it is that I do because I quote unquote had the talent to do it, or I quote unquote had the natural gift to do whatever it is, without taking into consideration my own feelings, my own fears, my own insecurities, you know, all that stuff. So that has kind of set me up in a way where I personally just don't want to have to be successful, because I know the responsibility that comes along with it. You get me? So planning was not a thing. Investing in myself was not a thing. Putting myself first and actually looking forward and being happy for me has not been a thing. But that's going to change. That's going to change this year into the next 3 years. And that will be on, it will end, well, it won't end, but the social experiment will end on my 30th birthday. Shoot. Yikes. I am closer to 30 than I am to 20. Eesh. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just that I don't really think about my birthday at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, so what will this social experiment entail? Well, for one, what it should entail is a documentation of my growth from, well, my own personal growth, where I share with you all the difficulties and my life issues, and, you know, without details, because I'm going too fast. I mean, sorry. My issues are my issues. My personal life is my personal life. But I will be sharing what I can share, whether it be from, you know, therapy, or from interactions with new persons like yourselves, or with older friends, you know, and how that grows over the time period. Another metric is to look at the development in my talent as a cinematographer. For one, I do not have the typical passion for film as some of my other colleagues would. Most all of my cinematographer friends, they themselves want to do film. They want to create movies. They want to create, that kind of stuff. Me, nah. I particularly am not interested in doing that part, per se. My passion, or rather my desire for using my talent as a cinematographer is really and truly to tell unscripted stories, undocumented stories of other people's lives, where they are at, And that's why I'm starting off with my life. I'm starting off with my unscripted life, my undocumented life, and sharing it with the world, sharing it with you, So it won't be as polished as a movie. It won't be as polished as a film, but it will be more story driven, people driven. You will be at the center. First metric, personal development, my own personal growth. Second metric, and personal growth would include not just my emotional intelligence, or it won't just include my interpersonal relational skills. Interpersonal relational. That's all right. I'll use it. But it would also include, financial growth, physical growth, cause this need to fix. Yeah, that stomach needs to be fixed. Yeah, man. So, physical growth, where I start to take care of my body more intentionally. So what other growth did it? So physical, emotional, financial, spiritual growth. Yeah. Because I'm a Christian and all them things there, I'm supposed to actually care about my own spiritual growth. Yeah, so go do that too, even though, yeah, man. On to the next one. But so that is personal growth. All that covers personal growth. Talent, so my growth as a cinematographer, or the development of my talent rather, is the second metric. And how it is that I tell the story, how it is that I move from using my talent now, and how it grows, and how it tells my story, and how it tells your story. Third metric is to develop my own passions, which would include, but not limited to, my love for the alcohol and spirits in the wine and spirits industry, and my love for Jesus. I think it is a very interesting cross section between rum and Jesus, between wine and Jesus, between the alcohol and spirits industry and Jesus. So yeah, I want to develop my love and my passion for both Jesus and rum, particularly rum, because as a Jamaican, that is what I grew up on. Me never grew up on wine. Me never like an Italian. Me never grew up on vodka like a Russian. Me never grew up on whiskey like a Brit or an American. As a Jamaican, as a Caribbean person, grew up on rum. So I'll be diving a little bit more into that, hopefully, this year. Hopefully we're starting this year. Another passion of mine is to just encourage people, but not in a motivational way. Like, I want to encourage you by living my life. I don't want to encourage you by putting up inspirational, motivational quotes on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It would be more like, yo, Omari, yeah, do a good thing, Go and keep it up. Like, yeah, bless. You see me? Like, that's the that's the dialogue that's going on in my head. So that is what the social experiment is. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be developing or discussing what it would be looking like on a week in, week out basis, what it would entail, so that you guys can track along with me along this 3-year social experiment. Hopefully, we can get some brand deals too, because doing these things are not cheap. It's not cheap. So, anybody want to invest in a upcoming youth, upcoming cinematographer, upcoming content creator, person who does videos for himself, for people to see and be inspired and to consume and all empty. Like, if you're a brand and you see my stuff, reach out to your boy. You know me? You know me. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for sitting and watching for however long this video has been going on now. I think it's like 10 minutes by this time. And I'll see you in the next video. You know what I mean? Big up yourself.